Welcome back to another Shield Hero review. Today is episode 6. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Couch Talk. As always, Logan's an anime viewer only. I come from the manga, not the light novel. And we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready to do this?
As always, of course.
Yeah, just a team bonding episode, really.
Right
Kind
there.
of lackluster with kind of content of the world, I guess.
There wasn't too much. I'm gonna be real. It was just like, all right, kind of just more of philo.
It was like a fetch quest from an MMO, right? They
Yeah,
had to go get a gemstone so Philo could get her
get her
magic
clothes.
threads for her clothes that can transform with her. Like, man, I was writing notes. I was just like, whatever seemed. I was just like, oh man, I have to reach for interesting stuff to write down, right? But
There was only a few things that were like
yeah,
stood out, or I'm still not sure why the bird has to be a small little girl, but I guess it comes with the genre. So
at least NAOFUMI is not a lolicon, as he keeps having to tell people it's not the case. And we kind of get to see where he thinks of like Raph and Philo. Like he thinks Raph more of like a kind of like a daughter,
right.
and then Philo's kind of more like a at the moment more of like a possession or like a pet or something. And it's
Yeah.
like, and Raph obviously doesn't want to be looked at that
Didn't
way.
want to get daughter zoned. You know, it happens.
Is that worse? That's worse than friend
Yeah,
zone.
that's pretty bad.
I wanted to, be friends with her, and then all of a sudden, I'm the father figure. I didn't even get friend zoned. I got father zoned. It's like,
Got him.
God, it's obviously the other way around. But yeah, so honestly, just some reputation building as we do some traveling.
That
We
just
fight,
seems to
we
be what
fight
he's
some
doing.
bandits who basically like, oh, how are you gonna get us arrested? The guards will believe us because you're the shitty shield hero. He's like, well, I'll just kill you guys. Like,
That's
you
true.
already think I'm capable of doing this.
It's pretty awful that your royal guards and people of the kingdom would believe a bunch of bandits before their legendary hero.
Yeah, it's more of like the guards and stuff because, or at least the royalty or so, because the people themselves know the shield hero.
That
It's
is
just
true. He does seem to be connecting a lot with more of
the actual people,
yeah.
like the normal class and stuff like that. Not
He's
it's not
definitely
all about
building a
the high
reputation.
nobility. Yes, if you win the heart of the people, you're
Yeah,
better off than
exactly.
just winning the heart of the king, I guess. Um, then we learn kind of about the other heroes are out, dragon fighting, other fighting.
Yeah,
We have
dragon
no
fighting.
idea what's going on with the bow guy
All right.
because it's just rumors and nothing like
They're
more
like, I don't
fact.
know. I don't know. I forget.
This guy could be having great feats for all we know.
Who knows? Maybe he'll come back like jacked as hell and wielding two crossbows or two bows.
But yeah, because he fought the bandits and kind of helped out the accessory seller or whatever. Like he's like, all right, I'll give you knowledge and connections and stuff like that. So he was able to learn how to use kind of like the gemstones and magic.
Right.
To access,
He's finding a bunch of different ways to make some money. That seems to be what he's
yeah,
doing.
make money and also kind of be a little more prevalent, kind of like maybe on
And
the
building his
battlefield too.
connections, which is probably most important, especially when the king hates him. When high royalty hates you, you gotta get close with someone, or at least
That's
some
true.
people.
Yeah, and obviously that knowledge is going to help him be a little more effective in combat too, at
Yeah.
least with some of the magic stuff. Uh, yeah, and then we go searching for the real gemstone they need. Kind of a dungeon where they have to fight a Nue, just basically a giant
Yeah.
lion with a snake tail.
We also
Uh,
see that that seed is missing from that chest.
Yes.
I'm just gonna, just because they showed us, you know, Spear Hero and Unlovely Lady saying, oh, they grew or they did something, got this food for this town. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they took that damn seed and it's gonna cause more mayhem. It's probably gonna somehow be framed on Shield Hero. He's probably gonna show up at the exact wrong moment.
I would say something, but honestly, I don't remember at all. Flat, just don't remember at all.
It just seems like something they do, or at least something she would tell him to do, and he'd be like, "Oh, okay. I don't think for myself anymore."
That's true. He doesn't. He's an idiot. But yeah, we get to see Raph use some actual magic in this fight to do the illusion, kind of like where she went invis.
Yeah, that was
Stuff
cool.
like that. So they're definitely getting a lot more effective, learning to read, use spells.
Right, and even Philo can do a little fighting.
Yeah,
at least in
she
chicken
got the
form.
wind affinity, and yeah, she likes to drop kick. So.
She likes kicking things. Very rude but effective.
But really, this is where most of it's kind of happens right here. It's like seeing them as a full team, kind of like how they can fight together against something that's a little more effective, because they were even comboing stuff like, you know, he has a lot of different shields. Or I'd be like, man, I can remember like 3, 4, which one looks the best, you know?
I will say I like the little Mortal Kombat style finisher by Philo by just crushing that thing's skull. I was like, okay, that's pretty intense.
Yeah. They got the gemstone and Philo made her dress. Didn't make her dress, made the threads, and then the one girl made her dress.
All right.
So that's the episode, really, though.
Yeah.
It's not like
it wasn't.
It's just kind of.
It felt like just a.
Let's do this.
I don't want to say filler, but that's kind of what it felt like. You know, it just felt like a. It felt like a side quest. We'll say that.
It's like, okay, let's show what we have to do to progress Philo as a character so we can get onto the real stuff.
Right. You want to jump into
scores?
I'll say 5.5 ish. It was average. Like, it wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything awful.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a...
Especially compared to the other episodes before.
Right, yeah. This one definitely felt... It felt like it didn't contribute much to the main story. It kind of... We're just getting... But it wasn't like an entire focus on Philo. But yeah, she was there and she was like more prevalent in this episode, obviously. But it wasn't like focused around her. It was kind of focused around their team. It's like, okay, this is how their new team's going to function. I guess you could take away from it. The only thing I could see them setting up was that whole seed thing. Like, I would bet money that they stole it and used it, and it's like some cursed seed, so something's gonna go wrong. But yeah, it was. I guess we saw NAOFUMI just kind of building his repertoire of knowledge and people he knows and stuff he can do and stuff he learns. That was nice, but everything else was just like, eh.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'll go with the 5. Like, especially, yeah, so compared to the other episodes, it's definitely nowhere near as hype or like intense as any of the other episodes.
Right.
It was just let's just get Philo where she needs to be so we can actually party up. It's like,
right.
And then we kind of like learn things he can do to supplement his income when the king doesn't pay him. Obviously, everything that's happening is good for him reputation-wise. And, you know, he's getting the people. But just overall, like you said, main story-wise, it's kind of, nothing really happening.
It didn't bring too much. I mean, if you missed this episode...
There's like no plot progression in this episode.
Right.
Yeah. Just, you know, standard episode. That is it.
That means it's spiel time.
As Always. Oh, I guess we learned Philo was like a queen
Oh
of the
yeah,
bird people.
true.
Let's make sure, drop that. That is important. Just drop that down in there. Anyway, until next time, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the episode, what you did, didn't like, anything like that. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.